Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Unhindered Faith, Motivational Monday. And in this episode, I want to talk about scorekeeping. Everybody say scorekeeping or type it in the comments, scorekeeping. It's one of those things that we look at and we keep score on what one person does or what we have done for someone and what they could do for us. I think about when early years ago when I was a youth pastor, and I helped coach a high school girls basketball team. And I remember we were playing our rival, and this team was absolutely destroying our girls. And it was before halftime, one of our girls ran off the floor. Nose was bleeding, and it wasn't just on the scoreboard, but it was also physically. This team was just beating us, and we looked defeated. I walked into the locker room at halftime, and I looked at the girls, our basketball team, and I said, "What are we doing?" I said, "You have a friend and a teammate that just ran off the floor with a possibly broken nose, and we've done nothing." We've done nothing. I said, go out there. We may lose on the scoreboard, but we're definitely not going to lose this game physically. Not saying that was the best advice, but there's a natural tendency within us that we keep score, not just in points, but we say, man, this is what I've done for this person. Why aren't they doing this for me? Even in conversations, just every conversation, do we have a conversation with somebody because we have a motive behind that conversation? Or are we just having that conversation because we want to serve that person and figure out how we could add value into that person? You know, this struggle that we have in scorekeeping, it goes all the way back to just in the beginning. I think about Eve keeping score of what she didn't have and wanted that God had. It's the root of sin. Then I think about Cain and Abel. He kept score of whose offering was better than the other. And that has generated a curse that we face even today in the Middle East of one nation against another nation. Was the root of that. It was scorekeeping. Scorekeeping is the secret destroyer of all relationships. It divides us. And so I think about in John Maxwell's book, High Road Leadership, he talks about just this principle of do not keep score. That we can't keep score if we want to be a better person and we want to be a high road leader. In other words, we want to stand out. We want to add value into others. We can't keep score. In fact, we have what's called the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto me. John Maxwell lives by a platinum rule, is do unto others and go above and beyond. In other words, I want to do more than what I expect for someone than what I expect for them to do for me. And it's the platinum rule. And can you imagine if in our world today that we live by that we have no strings attached, that we're not keeping score, that I don't look at somebody and say, well, if I do this, maybe they could in return do this for me. Or I want to get to know this person because this is what they can do for me. What if it is, how can I just come alongside and just serve this person? What can I do to add value to this person with nothing in return? I think about with Unhindered Faith, that I've been challenged this summer. There's been situations where I was asked, hey, can you be a part of this? And I'm sitting there, the numbers financially doesn't play out in my mind. The timing doesn't play out, but I feel like, man, I feel like I need to say yes to this. And so I said yes. And for a few occasions this summer in saying yes, what I found is in that unhindered faith, it was just, how can I add value to this situation or to this person or to this event? And what I found is in return, there was value that was poured back into me. It may not have been financially, but in relationship, in conversation, it just helped me grow. I just wanted to challenge you today. Are you keeping score? In your relationships, do you keep score? Is there someone that you have just been looking at? Maybe it's because of past hurts, that somebody has hurt you or a situation has hurt you. And from that point on, in your mind and in your heart, you're like, man, I hope that this happens here. I hope that they don't succeed in this. Or you compare yourself. Why is this person getting this position and I'm not? Why is this person able to do this and I can't? That's a form of scorekeeping. There's a freedom when you find the forgiveness to let go and stop keeping score. The only score that you need to keep track of is what you are doing to add value in others. I just wanted to come on here and encourage you today that can we have a challenge of just stop keeping score? Can we have a challenge in our own personal lives that living a life with unhindered faith is about just adding value into others? And just wanted to, on this Motivational Monday, just come on and say, you know what? Let's forgive and move forward, and let's stop the scorekeeping.